chickens have come home to roost here. I didn't want to be against Trump for just the sake of being against Trump. Now we have Trump, and let's take a good look at what Trump is that we have. I'm still hopeful that it could go in a different direction for our country, but somebody has grabbed the country by the throat and won't let go until they get their way. And I feel trepidation in the extreme at that prospect.
And this is a question mostly for Professor Loury, but obviously both of you. So for years on your podcast, you've been campaigning against the whole woke DEI left-wing capturing of elite institutions. And you said you declined to say who you voted for on the pod, but you did say that you were relieved that Trump won. But I've noticed that since Trump won, there's been a huge shift in your tone when you're talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion and the left wing of America. And I'm wondering, what did you expect from Trump? And how is that different than what you've been so disappointed by?
Oh, boy. So, look, John and I have been around the block on more than one occasion. He's very interested in how I respond to this.
I am.
Because I was against the TDS-driven kind of Trump is bad, Trump is bad, Trump is bad. When I wanted to say, why is he so successful if he's so bad as a political phenomenon in our time, you're directing your attention in the wrong direction. You're making a characterological argument. Trump is bad, when you need to be making a political argument. The country is at a point where this kind of, let me call it demagoguery, I know that's a little pejorative, is effective. That's why I mentioned Michael Sandel's book, Tyranny of Merit, because I think he's making an important argument about the preconditions. That's why I think the rise of populism in the world, in Asia, as well as in Europe, as well as in North America, as well as in Latin America, needs to be attended to as a part of this discussion. The tectonic plates are shifting, I would have said in the old podcast days when the rise of Trump was an imminent phenomenon and you could see that something was going on, that the elites were losing traction and losing credibility, and that there was a hunger in people for something, that they got tired of having fingers wagged in their faces and being lectured about their social and ethical hygiene when they were just basically evidencing common sense in the face of overwrought, overdone, overextended woke initiative. So I said to people who were going crazy about Trump, it's not about Trump, it's about the people who support Trump. When you say he could never be president, this guy, what you're saying is the people who support him can never have their way with our politics. Now, you're not addressing them. You're pointing your finger at their avatar, at their tribune. And you're saying he's a womanizer, he's a rapist, he's a failed businessman, he's a whatever.
I didn't say any of those.
Okay.
Anyway, I get it. Go ahead.
Not to put words in John McWhorter's mouth. I'm saying where I was coming from in the anti-Trump phase. Then January 6, 2020 happened. 2021. The riot, the uprising, the whatever. And Trump handled it the way he handled it, and he handled it in the subsequent period since then, and he's still handling it this way. I really won that election, is what he's saying. Think about the damage that kind of rhetoric coming from the chief executive officer with a large following does to the sinew of the institutions that we're resting on. This is irresponsible. And this is only one of a number of irresponsible things. So I'm saying, chickens have come home to roost here. I didn't want to be against Trump for just the sake of being against Trump. Now we have Trump, and let's take a good look at what Trump is that we have. I'm still hopeful that it could go in a different direction for our country, but somebody has grabbed the country by the throat, or maybe by the cojones, and won't let go until they get their way. And I feel trepidation in the extreme at that prospect. And like I say, I'm watching my 401k.